As the birth of my third child is upon me, and as I have not ever been a mom of three children, I knew it was going to be important this time to ensure that I had freezer meals ready to go. Because when I had my last two children, I actually only made freezer meals when I returned to work. And honestly, I'm thinking back now and I'm like, what did we even eat when I was in the postpartum period? And this time I really want to relax and focus on the baby and spending time with the baby because I am a stay-at-home mom for the first time for one of the delivery of my children. I started out thinking ahead for freezer meals actually in August when my kids went back to school. I thought it would be easy to visit the library and find some resources that are free that I could make for freezer meals. They had so many options and I actually loved the aesthetic of it, love going to the library and seeing all the books, but it is actually really overwhelming looking through those recipe books and finding something that would actually work in the freezer. And as a soon-to-be mom of three and two kids already, time is still of the essence, and it was taking way too much time to look through these cookbooks. So I ended up purchasing a subscription. Actually, it is a one-time fee that I did for the program Freezerfit Meals. Jen Chapin, she has a YouTube channel here. She actually had a back-to-school discount code for that, and so I got it for about $60 for a lifetime membership at that time. The Freezerfit website has a lot of different options. We've got recipes. You can create a shopping list here. There's also the opportunity to add to favorites, cooking classes, and also cookbooks. And this was everything that I get for the one-time fee. But you are also able to sign up for VIP if you like to. That's a monthly membership where you get these other options and you can create a meal plan through here as well. When you get to the recipes, you're actually able to filter out the recipes by many different ways, whether or not you're looking for a specific diet, looking for a specific chef. Maybe you only like cooking with the crock pot. That's option as well. My favorite is filtering out by the protein, beef, chicken, fish, that way. And when you get to the recipes, there is an easy way to save things to your favorites by just hitting the little heart. Each recipe actually comes with a label that you can download. So after I found the 4 recipes that I wanted to make, I downloaded the labels, and each label comes with 4 labels that you can print. But personally, I only like to print one at a time, so I am just clipping the label. The labels that the program recommends are the Avery shipping labels that are 3.5 by 5 inches long. I just use the template from the website to print off my labels. After I got the 4 different labels clipped, I just upload them to the template and then rearrange them to be 90 degrees so they fit onto the template. The labels look really nice once they're printed off. Freezerfit also recommends these reusable storage bags that are by the company SBLF store on Amazon. At the time that I purchased them, they were $13.49 for 6 of them, and when I looked today, they were actually the same price. So the labels easily affix to these bags, and all the ones that I've put in the freezer so far have actually stayed. Freezerfit has an option here to put the expiration date, but personally I like to write the date that I created the freezer meal instead. Because I am not a VIP member of Freezerfit, I'm actually using the Paprika app to keep my recipes organized along with my pantry on what is available. I'll go over that later in the video. I have been a longtime user of the Paprika app. It actually gives you the option to search for recipes within the app, which is what I am doing, searching for Freezerfit, and then I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. Once I log into my account, I'm going to go to the recipes and search for the recipe that I'm looking for. I already know which one I want to upload into the Paprika app, so I just click on it. And then at the bottom of the page, there should be the option to download it to the Paprika app. So it's downloaded into the Paprika app now. I just go ahead and bold some of my text so that it stands out a little bit more within the app. And then I also change the categories of this recipe to be as a freezer meal. I used to make freezer meals all the time when I was a working mom, and honestly, it is so smart to even do freezer meals as a stay-at-home mom because a lot of the time, your time is taken up by taking care of your children. So I actually had these freezer bag holders or plastic bag holders from my previous house. I will link them down below along with the Freezerfit program and also these plastic bags that I'm using. The Paprika app is so convenient because it syncs with my phone and my iPad, and I also recently purchased the computer version of it as well. So I just have my iPad right here in the kitchen so I can easily see the recipe and create my freezer meal. Once I get all of the ingredients into the bag per the recipe, I like to mix it up a little bit and then get all of the air out of the bag and squish it flat so that it can fit into the freezer a lot better. For about a day, I will freeze it flat like this so that it is solid flat and organizes into the freezer a lot better. At the time of this recording, I currently have 13 meals done, and my goal is to get 16 done. The Paprika app actually has a pantry area within the app where you can track your food. I've been off and on using this. I'm not the best at taking things off of the pantry list that I have used in the past. However, I've seen it very convenient for tracking the freezer meals that I've created so that I can know what is available in there when I'm creating my meal plans within this app. So I am just adding the meal that I just made into my freezer meals section that I created within this pantry section. To not feel so overwhelmed with the meals, and I knew I didn't have the stamina to do everything on one day, I ended up breaking up the meals by week and just doing 4 meals a week. This is my third baby, but the first time that I am doing a freezer meal program. With my last 2 kids, I actually did not even make postpartum meals. I only made freezer meals when I returned back to work. And I'm thinking back now, why on earth did I do that and not also postpartum meals? This time I feel so much more relaxed about meals. I'm not going to have to think about them for a couple months now because I am going to end up making 16 meals. And it's just like a huge relief off of my shoulders. So I really encourage you to check out Freezerfit. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will see you in next week's video.